and get us started today. So welcome back, everybody. I know it's been 2 weeks since we've met just as an office because of me being gone. And then last week we had that really great appraisal meeting. What did you guys think about the appraisal meeting? I had some feedback already. Did you guys get a lot out of that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought it was
good.
great. Yeah.
So we're going to try to meet at least once a month with all 4 offices together and do, really great speakers for you guys. And that way it'll be fun break for me and it'll be really great information for you. So we're working on getting someone from CAR to the meeting, possibly next, maybe Gov or I just can't remember her name. Leslie Appleton, possibly. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys informed. But we've had a lot of great news over the last 2 weeks. So please share your great news, everybody.
Well,
everybody
Adam
jump at once.
Okay, I'm trying not to. Oh, see, Adam, where am I going? Okay. Adam and I are both in here. We have had a lot of front desk action by taking the desk. I have a listing in South Temecula that I'm just doing a small referral on that I got from the desk.
And walk-in buyers too.
Walk-in buyers. And then we had another buyer come from that referral that we're showing today, and then another walk-in buyer seller. I think that's everything.
That's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, people are just walking in. I need to sell. I need to buy. So just, if you guys want to sign up for UpDesk, definitely you could just jump on Sling, put yourself on the calendar. And, even if you don't want to sit at the front desk, you certainly could sit in the office and listen for the door to open or the phone to ring, whatever is most comfortable. But I would say that happening in the last 2 weeks has been really encouraging. So I'm really happy about that. Okay,
and
what
wait,
else?
Can I say one other thing, Shannon?
No.
In this house that we're doing, that I'm doing the referral on, just so you guys know, I mean, I know you guys know it's crazy out there, but it went live on Sunday, and by Sunday she already had like 5 requests, and then she filled up all the viewings on Monday and Tuesday, and we have in hand 2 offers, and one of them is $25,000 over list on a $750,000 single story house.
That's
So,
crazy.
it's crazy.
It's also a South Temecula pool home, so they're kind of in demand.
Yeah, but so if you've got potential sellers, now's the time to sell.
Yes, we need sellers. All right, what else? Chastity, I want you to share your good news.
Okay, so I've been ramping up my vlog and just been kind of consistent with that. Just kind of giving home buyer tips and things of that nature. Anyways, I've had like, and then I've been promoting it as well. So I've had like thousands of views on them. I've had about, I want to say 7 leads come from it. I am currently working with 4 active buyers. I received like a renter from it as well. But I mean, just getting out there and just having those conversations, doing the vlog, being consistent with that. I've made myself pretty busy. So that's good news.
I'm so excited for you. So I think you've only got 3 or 4. You're doing it once a week, and how many do you have right now? How many videos?
I do it once a week, and I have a total of 5 videos right now. But what I do on Instagram, because the attention span may not be as long on Instagram, so what I do is I break up the different tips. That way I have something to post every day. So I'll break up the different tips that I give throughout the full video that might be 10 minutes. And I'll break it up into like 1-minute increments. That way I can, post every day on Instagram.
That's so awesome. And so do you guys remember the Mark Stark did a interview with one of our agents talking about new home construction. And so Chastity kind of ran with that for a little bit about new home construction things. And I think that really helped her. But you guys just get out there and get in front of the video camera. It seems like people will just connect to you and they'll get to learn who you are. And I think it's just so fantastic that you're having such great success so quickly, Chastity. So congratulations.
Yes, thank you. And then I want to say, yes, 3 of those active buyers I have, they're looking for new construction homes. I took one person out on Sunday. We found a lot that they like, and so they're in 2nd position on the wait list, and I'm just going to keep calling so that I can get into the top.
Awesome. Good job. What other
Thank
good
you.
news? What other good news? Anybody else? Oh,
Can I ask a question on Chastity's little comment? Chastity, what exactly is, when you say you've ramped up your vlog, I'm not very tech savvy on that stuff, so can you just explain a little bit what that is?
Yes. Okay. So it's just really my husband, we're using an iPhone. We're just using our phones. I'll give you that secret. We're just using our phones. I get in front of the camera. I just start talking about some different topics. So I went over, Temecula has Summers Bend that's coming available. So I highlighted Summers Bend. I talked about Summers Bend, the amenities. I just shared what I already know about new construction homes and the process and the homes that are available in the area. And that's it.
So the video blog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a video blog.
Rambling. Yes. I'm just
Okay.
talking, just rambling.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
welcome. All right, so I have some more good news. Because I'm so far behind, I want to share my screen. Are you guys seeing this? This is July. I'm so sorry. July's top producers, top 5. Gail and Veronica. This is by Gross Close Commission. Gail, Veronica, Jill Madlam, Kim Teese, Pearson Ritter team, and we have a new team in the office, Creighton and Hayes. They're rounding out the top 5. And I'll say that some of these numbers are super close. You guys, you're going to see some moving around, I think, coming up soon. But congratulations to our top 5 for July. I know we're still closing out the month of August, so I'll have that soon. I promise I won't wait till it's a whole month past. So congratulations for you guys who are on here. All right, so I have Chris here. Chris, want to unmute yourself and give us an update. He was going to teach us on some of at least one tool that I think we're not utilizing yet. So go ahead, Chris.
Hi, everybody. It's great to see all of you guys. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. I just want to say, guys, we're doing so wonderful in California using the new tools, especially market reports. We probably have a 25 to 30% gain over the other 2 states. So you guys are doing amazing. Really think you guys are going to see a lot of it. I am seeing a lot of agents getting leads from their neighborhood reports that they're sending out to their clients. One of the Upland agent actually has a Marietta listing coming up that she got from sending out a neighborhood report to somebody that she sold the house to them 10 years ago. And they called her and said, hey, we need to sell the house and stuff. So great opportunity. But I wanted to show you guys, we have a new system called Home Spotter. I'm seeing a lot of great feedback from it. Home Spotter is just kind of like AdWorks, but they operate in a different way. Their goal is to generate as many leads as possible for you. So I'm going to present my screen. So one of my agents I have, he did a HomeSpotter lead ad on HomeSpotter for about a week, and he got about 15 leads, and he actually got a buyer out of it. The buyer actually ended up buying the home. So HomeSpotter is right here, guys. It's one of the main tabs. When you click on it, you have the opportunity to run ads for your listings or run ads for yourself. You can run it runs on social media. It runs on different websites like MSN, CNN, all different things. But what's great about HomeSpotter is they always want to generate leads for you. So he ran one right here, guys. This is the one that he did at the bottom of the campaign. he had over 282 people who clicked on the actual link. 14, 15 people actually went ahead and gave him their name and number or their email address. And he ended up having a buyer. And you can have it go to a virtual tour. You can have it go to your website. You can have it go to any social media if you want to. You also have the ability, to, again, to do a campaign for yourself. So that's an opportunity for you guys. What I would really recommend, guys, if you have a new listing, this is one of his listings right here. If you have any listings, they're going to show up right here. If you click on Create Listing Ad, it will give you about 6 different opportunities. You can do a new listing. You can do a virtual tour, virtual open house ad, an open house ad event. So when we start doing open houses again, if you do a price improvement or just your listing. So if I was to click on this one right here, one of the little ads here, let it process. What I really like, guys, and that is different than AdWorks, is when you advertise something on AdWorks, on social media, it shows AdWorks. You have the ability to click on change and change it from HomeSpotter's Facebook page to your Facebook page. So it looks like it's masking your social media. So people can drive back to your Facebook business page. They also do a lot of different kind of writing in here to generate people to click on your ad. So you see they put little houses in there for you. Here's what the ad would look like for you. You can edit the layout or the photo. You can change any of the information you want. But what's really great, guys, if you scroll down here, you could upgrade it to a video if you want to. Videos, they make a video for you with different pictures. But what's really great is you can choose where do you want it to go. Do you want it to go to a virtual tour? Do you want it to go through a walkthrough? Or do you want it just to go to your landing page? You want to go to your website. But what I really, really love about this, guys, is that it has the opportunity to require people to provide them emails. So he got 15. There's one agent that ran an ad and she got 25 leads from it. And so people provided their email addresses. So if you're looking to generate leads, this is probably the best. This is where you can do your own custom page where you can put in your own landing page in here. But this is a really great opportunity for you guys to generate leads for you. On average, these, you could do Spear if you want to. So if you want to choose a new audience, like you want to just go out to the world, or if you have a sphere of influence, maybe you have a sphere of buyers that you want to send out to people, you have that ability to put their email addresses in there. And as you scroll down, you have the ability to choose where you want the ads to run. You can go ahead and do your geographical area. And as you scroll down, they have different plans for the month, depending on what you want to do. They're pretty competitive, and because you're getting a lot more lead generation, you are getting a lot more information out there. They might be a little more than what AdWorks is, but I'm seeing a great return on this product and stuff. So I hope you guys will take the time to jump in here. It's pretty self-explanatory how to use it. But I'm seeing a great return on this, guys. So I'm hoping you guys will take the time to jump on your HomeSpotter and use it, try it out. I'm right now doing Sphere of Influence with a personal ad. So remember, guys, if you want to generate leads for selling, I'm actually seeing a lot of return on that myself on my own listings. I've actually got a listing appointment this weekend for my HomeSpotter ad for one of my farms. It's only $99 for the month.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
It's a monthly charge,
It's a month.
but
So,
does it stop once it gets to the number of clicks or the number of views?
it will keep, from what I was told by the rep, is that it will continually show your ad up until, you know, what they're doing is they're going to show your ad. They're just guaranteeing that you'll get that many clicks. So it will still run. And if you get, you know, if you run out of clicks, but if you do, they're just going to keep on giving you more clicks until the end of the month. So they might say, oh, 6,000, but if your ad is really great, you might get 10,000 clicks. or views.
And what is your experience with using HomeSpotter versus just creating an ad on Facebook? Like, I don't know the difference because I never do ads. So
here's my thing, guys. I am an expert on some things, but social media and me are still in kindergarten together. We're still trying to learn. I will say I like this because they do all the work for me. I do go to Katie Lance's Wednesday morning social media, and I learned a lot from her. But I feel like with this, if you're somebody who's not a big social media person, you don't understand it, this is probably the best for you because this is going to post it on social media for you. And they have the expertise on knowing how to advertise it correctly for you because, you know, some of us get onto Facebook and we end up spending all this money and we don't get anything from it because we didn't put the right geographical area or the right targeting. So this is the difference between it is if you feel like you kind of want somebody to do it, this is kind of like 2 clicks and you're done. Facebook, you kind of have to go in there and mess around and make the ad for you.
And then are we going to have an independent or a specialized training from HomeSpotter directly, or is this on your training calendar?
I'm going to have this on my training calendar. Plus, I've just talked to the rep, and they will be reaching out to all the managers to ask them if they want to spend some time with them. So with COVID right now, they're kind of running on a light crew, so they're going to try their best to call you guys as soon as possible.
Okay, perfect. And then, so you guys, if you know, Chris has a regularly scheduled calendar, and Chris and our education team, but he also is still doing one-on-one appointments. So if you need one-on-one, because you just don't like to be in a group, or you just need, maybe you just are not getting it in the group setting, you could certainly set up those appointments directly with Chris.
Yes. I have, if you guys, Lorette Mormon is sending out my calendar every Saturday. We're trying to get those to be on Fridays. We have where you can click on, it says, click a one-on-one with me. You click on it, and it takes you to my Google Calendar. All my availability is open. You click on it, it notifies me that I have an appointment with you. I love this because you guys don't have to reach out to your manager. You don't have to reach out to me. You can go on there, pick the time that works for you, that's available, and I'll be there. We'll do a video chat together. A lot of people do like to do one-on-ones because you might feel embarrassed to ask the question in a class setting. And if that's the case, I would love for you to come to one-on-one and ask me. To me, any question is a valid question. So we definitely are here to help you guys. And if I'm not available, we have the other 2 education teachers. If I'm not available, I send it out to them and say, hey, do you have time to reach out to them? So we're working together as a team to get your questions answered ASAP.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you showing us this stuff because it's Greek to me.
Shannon, hi. I just used it for my listing. Hasn't been a week, and I probably have about 20 email leads.
Oh my gosh, that's great, Gay.
Yeah. So, but it was 109 for 1 week, not a month. So I'm not sure. Maybe
the listings are $109 for a week. A campaign, those are $99 a month.
Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay.
And I would recommend, guys, right here where it says view, if you click on view, you can actually see engagements right here.
Right.
Everybody who's given you an email address, who has liked your Facebook post, who has anything they've done. So that's something that I would recommend Gay going back in there and seeing if anybody that liked it on Facebook, maybe reaching out to your family and friends that liked it.
Right. Yeah, I followed up with about half. I just got an offer, so
nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's so good.
I'm gonna try to follow up with the rest.
Well,
it works. It's great.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Now I have another testimonial for it. Great.
Yes. Awesome. All right. So I want to, since we're talking about listings, I want to share one more thing that's on our VAC. Let me see if I can find let's see. So Maria was on an interview with Mark, and she talked about List Hub Global. And it's just one more feather in your cap, if you will, if you're doing a listing presentation to show your clients where their listings are going. And so how you find the List Hub Global portal is just from the resources section of the VAC. You're going to go to the marketing dropdown, and then List Hub Global is there listed. Once you click on List Hub login, it shows you what the actual login is. Once you get logged into List Hub Global, let me back up for a second. Are you guys seeing the listings here? Yep. Okay. So you can search for your listings, but I actually had searched through and found Gay's listing, just for instance, to see how many portals it was currently on. So right now it's on 87 of 91 total portals. And I believe once you click on, let's just say, what's the top portal here? Bulgaria seems to be a hot place for your listing, Gay. So when you do that, you actually can see the listing here. And I've actually clicked on a couple of them, and sometimes the verbiage is in their language. So it's very interesting to take a look at. But you can send out a report from here. There's a send report, but it's not like a click-through report. It's just like let me see if I could preview it here. Let's see. So this is what it will look like, but I don't believe that it will be clickable. So you might play around with it. It's really a fun tool because look at all these places that your listing is going to. I actually had one person contact me, I don't know how many listings back, but they sent me an email in their language. I couldn't understand it, but it came from List Hub Global. So I'm like, how are they going to buy it from, Switzerland or whatever, wherever they were coming from? So keep an eye out for those emails. It's a really, really cool tool for you guys. All right. So why I have, yeah.
Can I add something real quick? Could you go back to the main page for me?
Yep. Oops.
And up where it says Berkshire Hathaway at the top, you click for me on the right-hand side.
Yep. Yeah.
You see where it says act as, if you click on that for me, you guys can actually, so when you log in, it's the company main account. You can go ahead and search your name, and everybody has their own profile. So if you go ahead and type in your information and click on your name, you can upload your photo. So when it gets posted out to the world, on the listings, your photo and so here, if you click back up at the top where it says Jill,
yeah,
you could add her picture, so that way it's on. So when you log in, it's always going to be the main company one.
Oh.
When you go under act as, this is you acting as yourself on your listings. If you don't see yourself on here, please let me know so I can add you onto the account. But most of the time, List Hub Global just does it for you. We just put it out there for you. But if you want to brand yourself, that's how you can add your picture in there. If you have any questions, just reach out to me.
That's cool.
Looks like Shannon needs an account. So remember, log in, it's always going to be the company's account. So don't change any phone numbers. Don't change pictures. When you go into act as yourself and you find yourself, you go into your account, that's when you can go ahead and change the pictures and stuff and change the phone numbers that we have on there.
Got it. So am I right? I don't have an account?
Probably, I don't know if the managers do, but if we need one, I'll get you one.
Oh, there I am.
Yeah. How do we get to list globally again? Is that through the VAC?
That is through the VAC system.
Resources, marketing, List Hub Global.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So while we're talking about listings, let's talk about some market stats for the week. So the number of new listings for the week, the last 7 days in our Temecula Valley is 169 new single family listings. We have 332 pending, 276 closed, no expired. Total active listings right as of today in our Temecula Valley, 547. I want to stress to you, we just really need to get some listings. I was looking at our specific office listings, and over half of them are in escrow, and really what's left are just mostly land listings and some, you know, some of our listings that are really not the typical stick built in a tract home listings. So I'm gonna start probably gonna start a challenge next week for listings, but just as your information, if you guys don't keep track of our office stats, we had an amazing July for listings. We had 16 new listings in July, and in August we really dropped down and we only had 9. So I know that we're coming into fall and listings are gonna start probably dropping off, but we need to keep it going because we got so many buyers, way more buyers than we have listings. So get on the phone, call your people, ask them when are they going to be moving, because you need those listings. So we need those listings. So at the association meeting, they talked about, I'm going to change what I'm sharing with you. They talked about hold on a second. Registered status, and that just came online last month. So can you guys see that I'm on YouTube for the registered status? Yes, okay, thank you for shaking your head, I appreciate that. All right, I wanna share this video with you just to explain, because MLS can explain better than I can what actual registered status is. It's different than coming soon, and of course different than active. So let me do this, and oh wait, I know I need to push something here. And
hello, my name is Art Carter. I'm the CEO of the California Regional Multiple Listing Service. And we're here today to talk about an exciting new status that is coming into the CRMLS Matrix platform on August 18th. And that's our registered status. And registered listings are going to work like the listings you used to exclude and submit a waiver for. So the whole process that you used to go through, getting an SELM signed and filed with CRMLS, is no longer going to be the case. With registered listings, you'll no longer need to submit an exclusion form to CRMLS. You'll only have to go into the Matrix platform, fill out 5 really quick, simple fields, and you'll be done with the whole process. Agents and brokers have been looking for a simple way to exclude listings from the MLS for many reasons, including privacy. And with the registered status, exclusion is very, very simple. The new process basically states that the listing broker has 2 business days from the listing contract date to do one of the following: either input the listing as coming soon or active, or input the listing as registered. And remember, within 1 business days of marketing the property, the listing broker must ensure the listing is incoming soon or active. Okay, so any marketing that has occurred in the property, when it's in a registered status, that property must come out of registered and go into our coming soon or active status. If the property is never going to be marketed, then the listing does not need to be placed into coming soon or active. So what counts as marketing? Marketing basically is anytime you're talking to the public about the existence of your listing contract. And basically the public is defined as anyone that you do not have a signed agency disclosure with your brokerage over the last year. So you can include those pieces as well. So for more information on this, please refer to our Clear Cooperation Policy webpage on crmls.org. There are going to be some changes and have been some changes within the CAR form set, which includes some of the language that you'll need to have in order to have your seller agree to this exclusion process. We are going to be going through webinars at the end of this month to really go through that whole entire process for you. Registering a listing in Matrix is a very simple process. Under Add Edit, Add New Listing, you're going to click on Register Listing Contract. Enter the required fields, and those fields are address, list contract date, price, expiration date, marketing start date, and basically you're done. This is going to be a much easier process for you. You don't have to give us the RLA. You don't have to give us an SELM if that had been filed within the system. So some of the unique features of the marketing status, you guys got to remember from our process of doing the clear cooperation policy, no different than the waiver. No marketing is occurring. It is not displayed in the multiple listing service. There's no commission or commissions being publicly offered within the MLS. Okay, so those things that are occurring within register also mean that there's no days on market that are going to be counted against this listing. And there's also going to be no distribution through the MLS. Any distribution out to the public would be considered marketing, and therefore it would have to come out of the registered status. We're looking forward to getting your feedback as always, and hopefully this has been a helpful process for you as a broker or an agent, and we look forward to spending more time discussing and describing what it is that the registered status can do for you. Thank you, and have a great day.
All right, so I think that's pretty clear what registered means versus coming soon versus active. So just remember, you have to put it in some status within 2 business days, either coming soon, active, or registered. And since he mentioned we could show registered status to our brokerage clients only, good recommendation is to put it in buy side. So if you want to put your registered properties in buy side, that's only our brokerage that's seeing that, and that we can still talk to each other agent to agent about what's coming up, even if it's not in the MLS, because we won't see it in the MLS as a registered property. So something to think about. I just have a couple more things I want to update you guys on. I'm really happy to announce that Caitlin is back in our French Valley office as our BTA. So now we're back to 2 out of the 4 BTAs in our Temecula Valley. She started back yesterday, so checks that are going to be coming from Legendary Escrow will be deposited straight there in French Valley. So that will be saving an entire day of processing time for you guys. We will slowly start converting back to everything being deposited at our French Valley office. If you have commission checks that are going to Lake Elsinore, it's totally okay to allow them to continue to go to Lake Elsinore. But any new escrows, we will just, if they're not with Legendary, we'll be putting the French Valley office on there for commissions to go straight there. And of course, as always, if they come here to the office by mistake, I'll be driving them over. I just won't have to drive this far now. Lastly, there are 2 more things. I have the management team in Temecula Valley has been meeting with our commissions team, or our BTAs, and our commissions manager. And I wanted to go over some compliance issues that are coming up in our sky slope, or just give you an update. Did someone talk? Someone sneezed. First of all, remember we added the wildfire advisory disclosure to our checklist. I mean, that was happening when we were having all these kinds of fires and things going on. So now what is happening with our file auditors is they're checking your natural hazard disclosure. And if it shows that your home is in a wildfire area, then they're going to make that wildfire advisory disclosure be required. Okay, so if they don't see it that way, it will be taken off of your checklist. So that's a good thing. As far as contingency removals go, I know we don't necessarily have to have contingency removals to close an entire file out. But if we are, best practice really would be if we're on the seller side, we obviously want all contingencies removed and we want confirmations on those contingencies. If we're on the buyer side, we can get those contingencies maybe removed for ourselves and then hold them until the listing side asks for them. It's kind of putting our buyer in a place where, hey, they're on the line now, they know they're on the line, but quite honestly, if we are representing our buyers in the best way, we should maybe hold those contingency removals until the listing agent asks us for it. So just something to think about. If you're not comfortable doing that and you want to send that contingency over, at the time it's due, that's totally okay too. I just wanted to let you know that, you know, you have the ability to send it to the listing site or not when you're on the buyer side. If they're not asking for it, just wait. On the request for repairs, there's a section on the request for repairs, and maybe I'll dig into this one a little bit deeper on the next meeting, but when the seller accepts all the items, there should be an attachment for a contingency removal. And sometimes we don't get that attachment, or it doesn't come in with the request for repairs when the seller says, okay, I agree. And a lot of times it's just because it's not time for that contingency removal to happen. And so maybe the listing agent doesn't send it over to the buyer's agent to say, okay, sign this. So I'm going to dig into that a little bit more with you guys next week, so I can show you, you know, what it, you know, best practice, the way it should look like. But just keep that in mind when you're removing those contingencies, and the seller is accepting everything. There's really supposed to be a contingency removal when they accept everything on the investigation part. On AVID, if there is a space on the AVID that says who was present at the visual inspection with you, if there was nobody present, then put none on that line. Because if it's blank, then we just assume you missed it. So none or not applicable, NA, will be fine on that line. Also, if you're in a house that has only 2 bedrooms, and on the AVID, it has 3 options, you know, 3 bedroom lines. On the third one, put NA, not applicable. There's not 3 bedrooms in that house. So that we know that you didn't just miss it, there wasn't 3 bedrooms. And of course, if there's nothing to note, then of course nothing noted is acceptable for each room in the house. But just keep in mind, I've told all of you, I don't have to tell you again, but I'm gonna say it. Everything is just vague. It is a stain, it is a crack. You don't know where it came from. You don't know if it's water or mold or whatever. So keep it general on that. And let's see. Keep in mind, I think we're not probably having a problem with this, but let's just make sure that we as Berkshire Hathaway are always using the most up-to-date forms. Zip Forms does automatically change out those forms as needed. On our side, we should always have the most updated forms. If you receive an offer or a form that is out of date, and we've already, you know, gotten into escrow with it, we're probably not gonna say, let's change it. But on our side, it's for our protection to use the most up-to-date forms. So that's pretty much it. I guess one last thing, if you're using any digital signature, I know Zip Forms has updated their digital platform, their signature platform. It's a little wonky right now. I think they're still working out some kinks, but it seems like it's not auto dating things. So let's make sure that we drag and drop dates in there if you're using the Zip Forms platform, or even SkySlope. It seems like dates are missing. That's one note that our compliance team talked about. So that's that for that. And then last thing, I'm not sure if you guys are getting emails from Berkshire Hathaway Corporate regarding convention, but because convention's coming up in March, we do have the ability to do bulk rate pricing on that, and they just extended it out a week. So bulk rate pricing on convention tickets is $385. If you want to do buy a bulk ticket, you have to buy it through Diane Ray before the end of September. Like I said, they just extended that out a week. And then also, if you're not, let me just back up a sec. If you buy a bulk rate ticket through our company, it is non-refundable, okay? And the reason I say that is at this moment, this convention is planning to be live, but with COVID, it may end up being virtual. And so if we're buying tickets now, Mark is buying them for our whole company. And so it will be the same cost either way. So they will have a virtual option of the event anyway. I already see it on the ticket prices, but just know it's non-refundable because we've already paid for it and we can't turn it back in. Regular convention pricing starts in October, I believe the 7th now. They pushed that out as well. And that pricing is like $475. So something to think about when you buy them after the bulk rate pricing is over, but the early bird pricing, it is still refundable for a certain amount of time before convention hits. So up to you. Just want to give you guys that option. I'm definitely going. I know Dawn.
Where is it?
Where
is it?
Vegas.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I know Donna's going with me, and anybody else who, I think Marianne and Paul are planning on going as well. So it would be fun to have a good group from the Temecula office go. That's that. That's all of my meeting for today. Anybody have any updates that I didn't talk about? Okay. All right then. I know there's still a manager meeting for the Hemet Valley city managers happening right now. I think it goes till noon. So if you guys want to jump on that, that link is through the association website. So have a look at that. And I guess I'll see you all next week. Have a great week.
Thanks, Shannon.
Bye.
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 Bye, everybody.